Ladies and gentlemen, now for your official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the blue corner is 25, stands 5'11". He fights out of Gorilla Fight Team and hails from Grimsby, Connor Mclean. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner is 20, stands 6'4". He fights out of Hit Squad Hull and hails from Hull, Kyle the Surgeon Burton. Your referee, Mr. Phil DeFries.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're back to some amateur K1 now. Connor Mclean representing the Gorilla Fight Team in the blue corner, the black and gold Venom shorts, the red shin guards, taking on Kyle Burton from the Hit Squad Hull. He's wearing the black techie shorts, the red boxing gloves. We touch gloves, 3 2-minute rounds, Brad. Doesn't look like these guys are gonna take too much time.
Absolutely not. 6'3" and 73 kilos. That's a rangy character for Carl Burton over there.
Absolutely. We'll see if he works behind that range at all. But right now, Connor Mclean's been able to get inside.
Yeah, Mclean's going full bully mode here early on, and that's what you need to do to a range fighter. You've got to close that gap, pressure them, make them uncomfortable.
Burton changing stances there. Oh.
And Mclean's been throwing a few head kicks as well, so he's certainly not intimidated by the height and range advantage. And you've got to believe that, you know, they've weighed the same, and you know he's going to be carrying more power. He's a stockier individual.
Yeah, if you're just looking at, oh, but that combination gets through, and he just bites down on his gum shield, nods his head. And that left hand got through as well, and then the knee.
Yeah, best shots of the round so far for Carl Burton there. Yeah, it's all very good for Connor Mclean to, you know, acknowledge them and wave his man on, but Mclean landing some big shots of his own now.
And Mclean looks like he's trying to end the fight with everything he throws, whereas Burton looks like he's happy to chip away.
Oh, nice Superman punch. Tries a spinning back kick to the body.
That heavy low kick. On another right hand that finds the mark.
Nice work to the body again there from Carl Burton.
Yeah, he's throwing heavy shots to the body. A few seconds left in the round.
Yeah, interesting first round there, Steve.
It's a tale of two different fighters, isn't it? You've got a young man there in the blue corner and Connor Mclean who's throwing shots to end the fight, whereas Burton is trying to use a little more length. A pitter-patter approach is not what I mean, but he wants to pick his shots. He doesn't want these wild brawls.
Yeah, and he picked a few really good ones at the midway point of that round. It'll be an interesting one for the judge to score. I feel that Connor Mclean was the aggressor probably a little bit more, but you know, who knows? And you know, we've seen a couple of drawn rounds here tonight already.
You know,
so
10-10 is not unheard of in K1.
You know, the thing, of course, with that game plan of throwing bad intentions on every shot and looking to end it early, it's great if it does end the fight early. When you find yourself in deep water, perhaps not so good when, you know, those arms are a little bit heavier and a little bit slow to get the guard back up and the shots are a little bit more telegraphed. That's where a precision fighter like Carl Burton can find his openings. Again, going for the head kick on the taller man.
And almost landing it. I mean, he was inside enough that he could find it. Now Burton walking forward. Landed a little bit low, though, and he lands when he's coming forward, does Burton. Connor Mclean not wanting to waste too long. Straight back to that low kick.
You know, there's different schools of thought on, you know, whether you do take the time. You know, you've got to take into account the adrenaline dump as well as fatigue. You know, you might think, oh, if a fighter's looking fatigued, you might want to take that, you know, extra minute or two. But, you know, when the adrenaline's rushing through your body, you want to get back out there and fight.
Almost. He caught the leg, landed that right hand.
Again, going up high is Conor Mclean, but they're not landing as cleanly as they did earlier.
Oh, and you can hear in his corner, they're asking him to set these shots up. Don't just throw one and done, set them up. And again, he certainly seems the physically stronger of the two fighters, but
well, now he's throwing combinations, and now they're landing. These are the best shots of the fight from Mclean.
Burton there tried to dig that front kick into this solar plexus.
Nice 1-2 there from Burton. When Mclean's using these multiple shots, he's putting Burton in the position of having to clinch him just to slow him down. And that's not obviously where the taller, rangier fighter Carl Burton wants to be.
Is it a case now that it looks to me like if we were playing a video game, that Burton's energy bar is slowly starting to get into that red zone?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's what, you know, have clinching and wrestling, it's a different kind of cardio. You know, we've seen, how many times have we seen boxers and kickboxers come over into MMA and just gas instantly as soon as they end up doing a bit of wrestling. And you know, you even look at professional boxing, especially in the heavyweights, and you'll see a guy like Tyson Fury leaning on Deontay Wilder, tiring him out. And you know, all of a sudden, when you're getting later in the fight and you're having to lift those heavy arms up, it all becomes that little bit more difficult.
Going to be interested to see if Kyle Burton comes out a little bit quicker than in the second. When Mclean is pushing forward, he's landing. But Burton has had his moments in this fight.
He certainly has, especially earlier on. So I think the key for Burton here is to come out, find his range quickly, and get these shots off early. Mclean really, you just want more of the same. And to listen to that advice from the corner and set things up. Don't go looking for the big bomb. As tempting as it may be to throw that big overhand right against the taller fighter.
Wilder-Free's not happy with something at the moment.
It looks like it looks like the strapping had come loose maybe a little bit, and they were thinking about taping that up. But
He's going to argue with Phil DeFries if he wants a minute to check things, to be fair.
Phil DeFries says it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday as far as I'm concerned, my
Amen.
friend.
Nice knee to the exchange of knees there.
You do not argue with the KSW heavyweight champion, do you?
Absolutely not. Signed a new deal this
weekend.
Huge
Huge combinations there from Conor Mclean.
Yeah, he's throwing heavy now that he's got Kyle Burton up against the cage. And you can hear the corner of Burton asking them to land to the work to the body.
These are shoulder punches coming back from Burton, but
yeah, he's being backed up now.
The corner saying step back and work. They can see that he's on the ropes here. And a warm, well-placed combination might be all it takes to put Carl Burton out of this fight. Burton
throws again, and that grazes across the cup, but Conor Mclean decides he wants to just keep going now. Oh, nice uppercut there.
And again, it's the combination, Steve. If the first one doesn't land, it doesn't matter as long as the second one does.
So then he pushes in again, knee to the body. Burton has to circle off, but he's being followed now by Conor Mclean, but
still
gotta be
shots.
careful. He's throwing, and McLean's not bringing a guard up at all. He's just having to keep walking forward.
What Burton really needs to do here, if he does find himself on the retreat, he can't go straight backwards. He's got to circle away.
Checking one of two leg kicks now. You can hear the blue corner, Conor asking for heavy hands now. Let's not make this too difficult for the judges. We've got a few seconds left to make a statement, and there we go.
Good stuff from Conor Mclean there in that third round. Fought a very, very smart tactical fight and knew when to apply the pressure. You could see when his opponent was, you know, sucking wind a little bit in the second and third round, and he knew when to put the pressure on, caught his man moving backwards a few times. Very, very impressive performance from this young man.
Absolutely the Gorilla team prospect. Again, we talk about, you know, how many times has Mr. McLean stepped into this cage, and will
Cage, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Conor McLean. Please show your appreciation for Kyle Burton.